The Shroud of Turin is a 4.4 meter long and 1.1 meter wide linen cloth that shows the faded image of a crucified man. Many believe it to be the shroud in which Jesus Christ was wrapped after his crucifixion. For centuries, the shroud has fascinated scientists, believers, and skeptics alike. While radiocarbon dating from 1988 dated the shroud to the Middle Ages, numerous scientific studies argue against a forgery. In this video, I will show that the shroud is not a medieval forgery, but really the shroud of Jesus. 1. Pollen analysis, Max Frei and others. The Swiss forensic biologist Max Frei identified pollen from plants found in Palestine and Anatolia on the shroud, indicating that the shroud originated in the Middle East. Pollen from plants that only bloom in the Holy Land in spring was also found. 2. Three-dimensionality of the image, Fanti, Jackson, Jumper. Researchers such as Giulio Fanti, John Jackson, and Eric Jumper found that the image on the cloth contains three-dimensional information. NASA analysis using a VP8 image analyzer found that the intensity of the image is proportional to the distance between the body and the cloth, indicating no known artistic technique. 3. Bloodstains are real human blood, Bemo Bologna. Professor Pierluigi Bemo Bologna identified the blood as genuine human blood of blood group AB. The blood was also found to be coagulated and to contain traces of bilirubin, a substance produced when someone suffers severe trauma, such as crucifixion. 4. The image is not a dye or pigment, Fanti, Rogers. Raymond Rogers and Giulio Fanti confirmed that no dyes, pigments or other artificial substances created the image. The image is only present on the uppermost fibrils of the cloth fibers, a layer of a few micrometers, and does not penetrate the fabric, which rules out an artistic technique or forgery. 5. Carbon-14 dating possibly incorrect, Fanti, Atkinson. The C14 dating, Middle Ages, carried out in 1988 could be incorrect because the samples analyzed may have come from a later patch. Biological contamination and bacterial growth could have falsified the age. Giulio Fanti carried out alternative age determinations using mechanical and chemical methods and estimated the cloth to be 200 BC 100 AD. 6. Textile structure corresponds to ancient weaving methods, Fleury-Lemberg, Fanti. The weave of the cloth, herringbone pattern, corresponds to fabrics from the Roman period and was not used in the Middle Ages. Mechthil Fleury-Lemberg, a textile expert, argued that the seam structures have similarities with ancient Jewish linen cloths. 7. Image formation through an unknown process, Fanti, Rogers. There are several hypotheses for the formation of images, including corona discharge, a sudden release of plasma or energy could have created the image. Thermal or chemical reaction, some kind of radiation or chemical reaction could have burned the linen. None of the methods tested could reproduce the image exactly. 8. Consistency with Roman crucifixion practice. The cloth shows wounds consistent with Roman crucifixion. Nail wounds in wrists, not palms, as often depicted in art. Scourge marks consistent with Roman flagrum scourges. Side wound indicating a Roman lance. There are many interesting documentaries about the cloth. Take a look at some more.